Hi, Tina. How are you? Thank you for coming. Are you having a good weekend so far? I hope so. Thank you for coming. Oh, I got to turn that volume down. There we go. We're going to finish up this, and then I have some channel announcements to make. Thank you. So, I guess it's just us for a minute, Tina. I'm going to give everybody a chance to come in. So, have you been busy this week? Are you still here, Tina? Oh, nothing good. I got So my phone chat's not working again, but the chat on the computer's working, which is interesting. Oh, I know. My sinuses are horrible. I sneeze all the time lately. And I had a headache for like 3 days earlier this week. I've determined that that was probably sinus and allergy related, but it was actually 4 days. It started on Sunday and I had a headache till like Thursday. So, but I've determined that was probably allergy related more than anything. And I have little specks of paper everywhere on my desk, I've noticed. And paint stuff because I've been busy. Bless your heart with the swollen face. Is it painful or is it just swollen? Because I think I could deal with the swollen, but not swollen and painful. And it looks like somebody else came in. Hi and welcome. Oh, good. It's not painful. That's good. And they left again. They came and they left. That's okay. Your eyes and cheeks. Oh, bless your heart. Did they give you anything for it? Have you been, to a doctor or anything? We'll just chit chat for a minute while we wait, if that's okay. We should be able to get this finished today. And then I'm going to announce the channel things and discuss some stuff. And we're going to start a series on Monday. That's one of the channel changes. So I just let the cat out of the bag. Monday and not Tuesday. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I can imagine it would be hard to see with your eyes swollen. Bless your heart. Well, I guess we'll go on and get started, Tina. Yeah. So I went through here and I put stuff kind of where I wanted it to go. Oh, I got to get my Tim Holtz people because they got to decorate stuff. This I just paper clipped in, and I think I'm going to leave it. And then I put a card in the envelope. I may need to paper clip this a different way so our envelope will still flip. Oops, let's don't wrinkle the paper. And then that way the envelope will still flip open. And it's got this little card in it. We cut out of the map paper. It's a little veterans thing. The map book, or the coupon book thing. So I paper clipped that one. I put these in this pocket. This was already here. It's a gigantic paper clip with the belly band on it. I put her in this pocket, and I put this under the back side of the pocket. This we're going to glue down to this page and maybe put a Tim Holtz people on the front. If I can find one, I would love to put him on here. I just think he's interesting. But he's too tall. Maybe we can find him smaller. I'm just going to leave them dumped out over here and go through them. Because they have big ones and little ones. Here he is a little smaller. Or is that the same one I just had? I think that's the same one. That's funny. Well, we can put that dude there. And let's put him over here and have her reaching out. I think we put them together before. Or kind of like him. Let's find him a different woman. I don't think there's many choices for women. There we go. Hopefully she's not a girl. And if she is, she can be his daughter. We'll go with that. And we need tacky glue for them. Hi, Joe. How are you? Thank you for coming. So we're just working on the journal. Gluing in some Tim Holtz peoples. And then I'm going to glue the pocket in, which is probably backward. Tina, is there anything that you would want to see? Anything in particular? I'm going to bring that down right to the edge. Straighten it up a little bit. And Joe, I don't know whether there's anything you want to see or not. That's going to go in the pocket once it's dry. This one, I'm making a pocket from this little piece of book paper, coffee dyed paper with one of those little map direction thingies on it. Oh, I need to go back and look at the envelope and make sure it was decorated. I don't think it was. Nothing you can think of? Okay. Well, I think the series is going to take care of some of that. Oh, see, we didn't decorate it. We need some Tim Holtz peoples. Because that's what we've been putting on our envelopes, the Tim Holtz peoples. So we should just let them sit on the edge. I think that's kind of cute. She's not poked out all the way. There we go. So let's see. Pretty much across here is where it's going to stop. That's kind of cute. Now for the back, we need little people. I like her. She's too tall. The man with the dog. We need to find a spot for him. I'm going to put him right up there because I want to use him. I love the man with the dog. They're too tall. So she's too tall. We can put him over here on the edge, and he's a little tall, but his little hat will just stick up. I can't believe it's May already. Joe's taking apart a dress. Oh, I put that on his hat. There. I just won't press it down because that'll close our envelope up. I think that's cute. Then we've got a tag in there and one of those little cards. We've got that. She is there. This tag goes in that pocket in a moment. This tag goes in this pocket. But where did our dude go? I think I want to put him and his dog on the back. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There was a lot of sales today, but I hadn't been live all week, so I was like, I'm going live anyway. Just gonna go live anyway. Okay, so this is gonna go in this pocket. We're gonna let it dry first. We need some Tim Holtz peoples. There's some smaller ones still left in our bag. We're gonna dump them. Oh, he'll fit. And they make a cute couple. And there's a lot of sales going on. And that's been the last few Saturdays I've gone live. And I mean, I always go live on Saturday. There's been some sales. So. But I'm glad you're here. Now we got to put somebody on the back. I love these little girls. Let's see. Is that the size? I don't think that's the same perspective size-wise. I want to give them a friend. There we go. Why don't we do that? I was hoping there'd be more people like me that couldn't afford to do the sales. I can't do them. So now I'm just going to tuck this little girl in behind those little girls and sit here and hold it all down. Well, the stuff that I need, I can't get it at online sale usually. Because like I'm on my last bottle of glossy accents, I need a cutter that can cut 12-inch paper. I don't have one of those. I need a bone folder because I'm using the handles of my scissors and my ruler and other things. So, I mean, it's just, weird stuff. And I kind of want to go to Tuesday morning and see if I can find that butterfly paper. I love butterflies, and somebody hauled some butterfly paper. I don't know. Should we try to get somebody on the road? That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Have her walking on the road or somebody. Let's find a little bitty one. She's not showing up good. So we need somebody that'll contrast with our paper. They contrast. Okay, do they show up good? I don't think we have enough contrast on that paper, so we're going to skip it. And then it's got this. So this is a paper clip. Yes, it's paper clipped on. We got a card in the envelope. And then on the back side is this tag that's paper clipped. And that's the other part of the paper clip. We have this tag paper clipped here. Oh, I got stuff in the back. We will paper clip her on this side. There's not much back here. I think we have this tag pocket. And we could put, if I can find a little thin one. Thought we had one. Oh, I may have used it. Well, we're going to trim this down and put it on that. Let's trim it a little bit more. And y'all can probably hear hubby. He's getting onto the doggy. Because she's not being Have. So we're just going to put this on here. And we need to find a place to glue it in. Okay, we're going to go back. Or we could paper clip it in right here, and we'll find her a tuck spot to go into. Right there. So we're done, except for the closure part. And let me pick up the Tim Holtz peoples. Put them all back in their little baggie. We'll go back through it and make sure we hadn't missed anything. So Hubby and I are going to go shopping later and go to Michael's on Tuesday morning to pick up the few things that I really need. But other than that, so there might be a small haul video. But those don't get a lot of views. I've noticed that my Happy Meal videos and any haul videos that I've ever done, they don't get that many views. Which I've only had one haul video. We went to a thrift store last year. Oh, let's go back over there. Okay. So I think we're going to need to cut. Yes. See, we're going to need to cut. So let's just deal with what we got to deal with. Oh, okay. That's that. So let's make sure I don't cut too much of it off. I'm going to line it up right there. Make sure that's good. I need to get it straight. Just a little bit more. Okay, hold that. There we go. Oh, that did not go through. There we go. And there we go. So now we had this tag thing. And I think we're going to need to use magnets. We had this, which we were going to put back here. And we're going to glue it in. And I think glue it there. Yes. That gives room. But it's, how am I going to hide? I can hide a magnet under here with no problem. I can just put a strip. It's how am I going to get a magnet on the inside cover and hide it? There is a way. How long do we need this to be? About like this. I am going to just make a backing strip, which we're going to slide down in our pockets. So I'm going to make some little tabby things. So that's not going to get glued in yet. If I do that, I would need the magnet to go right about there. So hold my finger there. Precise measurements. We're going to put this magnet in first. They're mounted to my tripod. This one doesn't matter how it goes. Now I can glue in the little piece we made. You know what? I may want it to go. Well, I didn't cut it that way. That kind of looks cool. Let's cut these corners off too then. So we can tuck it in the pocket. We're going to just glue it in our pocket. And it'll just be a backing piece to hide the magnet, but it's got the corners off. That's good. And again, we're going to need tacky glue. And this won't interfere with the pocket working or anything like that. So I'm going to just slide it down in there. As long as glue doesn't seep out and seal my pocket shut, we're good. Okay, so now we have our magnet right there, which this will come around and attach to. And we can do the same thing. We can just cut make sure it's wide enough. No, of course not. I did it wrong. Well, here. We just need a strip. Magnets. Back down just yet. So that's where our magnet is. That's good. So let me just do this. Double-sided tape would probably be better. Let's do that. And I need the little skinny roll. Okay. I'm just going to cut off a little T90. I'm going to make a straight edge first. Now I'm going to make a little T90 piece. Put it on there. I think that's pulling up tape and all. That's not what we want. Put it back. Okay. There we go. Now, put that back there. I'm going to put a little dot of glue with that tape. Okay, a little dot. And we are going to position this how we want it. Okay, well, at least I know where to put it. Pick it up. Whoa. Okay, let me move these out of the way because they just attached it to it. Okay, so that's where that magnet's going to go. Yep, it works. Okay, it does work. Put it back. There we go. And we cut this strip, which we are going to need to trim in a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. Are y'all still here? I see that we have 4. Who else is here? And thank y'all for coming. I do have some channel announcements that are coming up. We're just finishing up the journal. Okay, so that's going to go. It will stick. There we go. I'm going to trim it so it'll be back how it's supposed to look. But I want to make sure I leave room. So I need to kind of somehow mark this. Okay. Let's flip this back over. And I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to mark right inside here where this edge is going to line up to in order for this to close. So I'm going to apply my tacky glue to the outside of this. Okay, cool. Chat's not moving. That's why I was wondering. So now I know that this needs to line up here, and I probably went too far up. No, I did pretty good. So I'm just going to sit here and hold it for a second so it can grab. And hold this one too. And that's kind of shifted and went crooked. So the flap came in handy. Oh, we got to put her back in her pocket in a minute. But our flap came in handy because we were able to use it to piece, to put here and also inside that pocket to hide the magnets. Okay. I'm going to turn, see, I did go over. I went, or it's leaking out, one of the two. Hubby smells like he's cooking something and it smells yummy. Okay. So I'm going to trim that edge off. And I'm just trying to line this up. Okay. Well, since it came undone, I shall take advantage of that fact. Whoops. And now we're going to put it back. There we go. It just hasn't grabbed a hold yet. So we're going to let it grab a hold, sit here and dry, while we discuss the channel changes. So here's what's going to happen. And so anybody that watches this after the fact, they'll be able to get the update on the channel changes as well. Looks like it's got an air pocket in it. I'm changing when I go live. I'm going to start going live on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 10 Eastern. And then on Wednesday, Joe and I will be on the Coffee Crafting and Chatting channel at 11 Eastern. And there won't be a live on Saturday and Sunday. So that'll give me my weekends to do, because hubby's usually off on the weekend now. That'll give me my weekends to do what I need to do as far as the Zibbet store and everything goes. Well, that's kind of cool looking. And all of that. So it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on this channel at 10 Eastern time. And then on Wednesdays on the Coffee Crafting and Chatting channel at 11 Eastern time. Monday, we're going to start a new series, Embellishments. And I'm not saying it's my idea, but there was a group that was doing an A to Z challenge, but it was a little different. We're doing A to Z embellishments, and I've come up with ideas for every letter of the alphabet. Some of them may be discussion though, and more discussion than actually doing. And I don't remember what A is. I would need to go get my list. One moment. Okay, I am live. What you doing? Okay, I went and got my list. And so A is album ideas we can use in our journals. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's A. And it may take longer than just Monday. We may have a lot of ideas. And then we are still going to do the iCAD book. So with me going live 4 days a week on this channel, we could still fit the iCAD in plus the A to Z embellishments. But I have a whole list of stuff in A, like I said, was album ideas for your junk journals. So when you look at albums, they have all these flip outs and bifold pages and all that. That stuff you can do in a junk journal. It's just, figuring out the hows and whys of it. And do you want to do that kind of thing in your junk journals? Hi, Patricia. How are you? Thank you for coming. So we were talking about channel changes. I'm going to be going live on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern time in the mornings. And Monday, we're starting a new series, A to Z embellishment and ephemera. And A is album ideas for junk journals. So we're just going to, I'm going to show some things. We may be doing discussions. If y'all have things, ideas, that would be great. I've made a couple of albums. Well, one album and one hybrid thing. Watching Genevieve, and she is awesome, you guys. And so I'm watching Joe because Joe makes albums. So like waterfalls, could you do a waterfall page? I made one out of envelopes in one of my journals, and then decided it wasn't really a waterfall and turned it upside down and make it a bunch of pockets. But you could do waterfalls. You could do flip outs. Which a lot of us started to do flip outs in our journals. But you could do like the bifolding door thing where you have a thing here and you have pages that fold over it and then they fold open and you could have more fold opens. It's going to make your journal puffy, though. I'm going to tell you, your journals will be puffy if you do a lot of this stuff in them. So you would have to have either a bigger spine, smaller signatures, more signatures, a little bit bigger of a spine so you could fit it in. But it's definitely possible. Hi, Joe P. How are you? Thank you for coming. So that's what we're going to start on Monday is the embellishments A to Z toward the middle of the month, because June the 1st kicks off the iCAD. So we're going to start working. Well, since I'm live every day, we could wait till more toward the end of the month. No, we can't, because we got to make the backgrounds and everything. We're going to start working toward the middle of the month on the iCAD book for our iCADs and making their background pages and gluing that together. And then we just have to embellish the little iCAD cards. And you only need, for the iCADs, we were finishing up this journal. Right now, I have the closure drying, and then we're going to go back through it. It's a complete junk journal, totally coffee dyed paper, matte paper, and that kind of thing. But so Monday we're going to start the embellishments A to Z embellishments and ephemera. Middle of the month we're going to start on the iCAD book, but you only need. Have added is also Joe. That's funny. We now have 2 Joes, and it's spelled the same. You only need 62 index cards and something for your cover. So you could cut a cereal box for your cover. You could do rice-a-roni box. The index cards have to be for the iCADs either 3x5s or 4x6s. It has to be standard index cards. So I'm using 4x6s, and I'm probably going to use a cereal box or something like that. Cracker box. Ooh, I didn't think about that, but a premium cracker box is about that size, width-wise. You could use something like that for your cover. 2 pieces of cardstock glued together make a very sturdy cover. I have an example of that, actually. This is a cover that I made for a journal of some kind. This is 2 pieces of, is it? No, this is not. This is an actual cereal box, a big, gigantic cereal box so that's not the one. I do have one. Where's that one? Nick's mom's. So I'm making a journal for Nick's mom. And this cover is 2 pieces of cardstock glued together. And that's a very sturdy cover. So 2 pieces of like 110-pound cardstock glued together will give you a nice sturdy cover for your iCads. So that's pretty good. So, and that's the Artie Mae's. It's either a nature walk or back to nature. I have both kits, and his mom's loves nature. So for her Mother's Day present, I'm making her a nature journal album-y thing. So let's see. Are we dry enough to check? I think so. Ta-da! And there's, because we hid the magnets, that's going to close just fine, and it'll hold it. And we could embellish this if we wanted to. You could put different things on here to embellish it. A doily, lace. And we're going to put her back in her pocket now, because that should be dry. So now we can just do the flip through. And we may need to put some more stamps. Let me get my stamp. Uh-oh. Where did the stamp go we were using the other day? Should have blue ink on it because I don't clean my stamps off. I shouldn't. There it is. Okay. So just in case we want to stamp some more stuff. Because we have it in the beginning, but I don't think we have any toward the back. So this is just coffee dyed paper. Maps. Pictures from floral books. This is a total flip out here. Made from sales receipt paper. Attached with washi tape. Part of a map. Some ledger paper. And then this is an envelope. And we have that little card in there for journaling on. Then we have this tuck spot here with a tag in the pocket. Another flip out. And this is all hand-dyed coffee paper. Handmade by me coffee dyed paper. I'll get it. Then we have these cards. And these old vintage people came from a Harper's Bazaar magazine. And then these came from a travel brochure from Alabama, which is where I'm from. We got that at the welcome station. Tim Holtz people with little green grassy background. More Tim Holtz people. And this is a pocket with a journaling card in it that got bent. It's got a picture, and then it opens for you to journal on. And then we have this envelope made from matte paper, which has a card in it. That's the Horton Mill Covered Bridge here in Alabama. It's right up it's really not that far from my home. And that's from another brochure. And then we have this pocket that's made from the back of the matte paper. That's my collage paper, which is what made the cover. Oh, thank you, Joe. And then coffee dyed paper, 2 little pockets with little tags in them from the collage paper. An envelope with another one of those little cards. Here's another envelope pocket. And in it we have I think there's another card in here. There is. Is there any more? This pocket's loaded. Why is there so much stuff in this pocket? Oh, because it's more than one pocket. It is. Oh, that's right. This is the middle. And what we did was we had this page was the middle. It was 2 of the sales receipts, and we sewed them together, and our threads are down in there. So this actually has 3 pockets. So we'll put all 3 of our little cards back. And that's what makes the middle page of the book, is these 3 little pockets. Then we got more Tim Holtz people. This is a altered time card made out of matte paper, which we've got paper clipped in. It's got a book pocket on it with another tag. This flip out doesn't want to work. Flip out envelope with a little card. This actually might, oh, we didn't decorate this envelope. We'll need to, I'll get a Tim Holtz people and put on there later. This would be a good spot to put some stamping. Oh, that didn't take very well. Let's try again. Well, we're not going to try to match that up. We'll just, it's an old book, you guys. Stuff wears off in old books. And we'll put one over here. And I'm only getting the top part of the stamp. Oops, our stuff is moving around. And then here we have this envelope with these 2 with a tag and a card. Little Tim Holtz people. More Tim Holtz people. This is a gigantic paper clip. It's got the tags and a vintage lady from that Harper's Bazaar. More matte paper. Here's the back of the paper clip, and it's clipping in this little journaling card that you can flip up and write on. A little pocket with another one of those little vintage people. This tag goes in, as long as I didn't glue my pocket shut, this pocket. Let's do some more stamping. I'm going to just put one down here. Looks like we had more people come in. Thank you for coming. Oh, thank you, Tina. And then back here we have a pocket. We don't have anything in this pocket. We could put this little piece of collage paper. You can write on the back. And then here we, oh no, never mind. We don't have anything in that pocket because here it is. This goes in that pocket. And it's another one of those little matte pages. On this side, it's got a vintage lady and a tag. And on this side, we put a Tim Holtz people. And it fits right there. And I think I want to stamp this corner of this graph paper. And then here we have another envelope pocket with another one of the vintage people from the Harper's Bazaar magazine. And some more little Tim Holtz people. And let's just stamp their corner. Let's redip. And we'll just carefully put it up here and stamp it. And then over here, this is an envelope that I made. It has a little journaling card in it that you can journal on the back of. And it is also a paper clip. This is the other side of the paper clip, is this little card, and it holds this little map tag. More coffee dyed paper. This is just paper clipped in. It's loose. And so it's loose. It's just a book page envelope or pocket. That's just paper clipped in with a tag in the pocket. This is another one of those matte paper tags, or actually it's made from an altered time card with matte paper on it, and it's got a train. I think it was a train ticket. Berry Corporation Transport Department ticket. They used to punch these, I think, when you would leave and stuff and come back. And some more coffee dyed paper. Here's a little flip out, and inside is a pocket with one of those altered time cards with a pocket with a vintage lady and a little tag. And matte paper on the back. And then we have, oh, this would be a good place to hide a little stampy thing. Right here in this corner. Let's turn it around. There we go. And then this is the last page. Now, if I didn't cut it apart, we probably cut it all apart. Yep, I had a big piece of the collage I was going to put down here to make a pocket to match the front pocket, but we trimmed it all up, so that's fine. Yep, I only have little pieces. But that's okay. We don't really need a pocket back here. So that is fine. And then we have our closure, which we did earlier with the magnets, and that holds it all nicely closed. So what do you guys think? And what do you think about the channel changes? I'm trying to get more people viewing than I've been getting, so I'm trying to adjust some channel changes. Thank you, Tina. So that's why I'm adjusting the channel times. I think it's going to work better with my schedule too. Thank you, Joe. And this is collage paper made from my painting papers. And there's a video, I think it's about 3 videos back maybe, where we made this cover. Oops. I like tucks and pockets and hidden spots, Tina. Oh, thank you, Patricia. So what does everybody think about the channel changes coming? We're starting Monday. It'll be at 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. And like I said, the A to Z embellishments, I know that I don't watch the person who had the challenge, but I had heard that there was that kind of challenge going on. Oh, good, Joe. Where they had it was in their group or something, and it was making and they were assigned embellishments. What I'm doing is a little bit different than that. It's A to Z embellishments and ephemera, and it's going to cover a lot of different things. So some of it may be more discussion than anything. But we're going to cover all kind of things, and coming up with some names of stuff for the letters of the alphabet was interesting, to say the least. Monday is good, Patricia. Good. Now, see, it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. So I'll be 4 days a week, well, 5 days a week, because Joe and I will be live on Wednesdays on the other channel doing I don't know what yet. But on this channel is where we're going to do the A to Z. We're going to do the iCAD books. I still want an idea book. So I don't know what I'm going to do about an idea book. But like when we do the album ideas for your junk journal, I may need to have a journal to put some of those album ideas into. And what kind of album ideas would you all want to see put into a junk journal? Would you want to see flip out pages, double pages, flip ups, flip downs? Oh, cool, Tina. And I get to spend more time with you guys too, and I love that. So if you can think of anything between now and Monday that you want to see as far as album ideas for junk journals, leave a comment down there after the video gets put up, and I'll see what I can do. Like I said, if we don't get through with it on Monday, we can continue it on Tuesday. We're just going to start Monday, and I'm not going to try to rush through anything at all. Okay, Tina, let me write this down because my brain. So, flip ups, outs. What else did you write? Flip up, flip down, flip out. Up, outs, and downs. Okay. Patricia says all of it. Just make it better. I agree, Patricia. It does. And it makes journals more interesting. I like my journals to be more interactive than just, how do I say this? If you've watched, and y'all have been here for a while, so you know, my journals they have a lot of hidden pockets in them. They have a lot of things that are interactive and stuff. But now that I'm watching some album stuff and I'm watching Joe make albums, and Joe came out with an album kit, you guys, that's awesome, that you can print out. And she's got a couple of videos up already walking you through how to put the album together and how to make it your own. And those are on Have At It's channel. And the kit's available in my Zibbet store because the waiting list for Zibbet's outrageous. And so I told Joe we could just list it in my store, it would be fine. And it's called The New Beginnings. Joe, is that right? New Beginnings album? Oh, thank you, Joe P. I may have to, well, see, Joe, I was thinking I'll call you Joe P and call the other Joe, but you're both Joe P's. We're going to have to figure this one out. But thank you, Joe P. I'm so glad that you like my journals. So I try to make mine interactive, but now that I've been watching albums, I'm like, there's got to be a way to incorporate some of that albumy stuff into journaling stuff. I mean, Genevieve did a hybrid where it was part album, then she put a signature in it, and then it was more album, and then another signature. That's cool, and I made one like that, but I want to do more. I want to not have it be part album, part then a signature for a journal, and then part album. Or all album, and then another place to put another signature. I want it to kind of be a journal that does stuff an album does, if that makes sense. Okay, Just the Beginning is what it's called. Okay, great. And it's in my Zibbet store, and the link to the Zibbet store is in the description box below. as well as I have packs of ephemera in there still. I have some of the funny face clips still in there. My coffee dyed paper digitals are in there too. So if you like the coffee dyed paper that you saw, there are digitals of my coffee dyed paper that you can download and use over and over and over again, which I do a lot because it's so much easier than making new coffee dyed paper. So although I'm thinking, where'd that cover go? This cover, it may not be thick enough, come to think of it, was going to be for my idea book. So for some of these ideas, and it's going to probably just have one big signature in it. And I do have coffee dyed paper for that. So that's what this was going to be. My paper split on me. I will fix that. I don't know why that happened, but I'll fix it. But so I think this is going to be like, by the time Monday gets here, this will be ready to go as our place to play and practice. Hi, Susan. How are you today? Thank you for coming. So by the time Monday gets here, this will be where all of the A to Z embellishments happen. It's in this journal, and I got to really fix that. That's going to lace will cover that. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Tina. Oh, good, Susan. I'm so glad to hear that. So let's see, that this is Saturday. That gives me tomorrow to get a signature sewed in that journal. And the thing is, it won't have like sewed in envelope pocket pages because oh, that's going to be how are we going to do that? I may have to do that more like a TN where you have the elastic band so we can adjust things and put different things in it till it's finished. I have to work on that one. Yeah, I think that's the way to go with this is put elastic for like like you would for a TN. So that when we get to other embellishment ideas, if it's something that needs to be like sewed in, it can be made to look like that till we can sew it in. So yeah. So I'll do that. I'll make it like a TN thing. Susan, it's Joe. We have 2 Joes now. Isn't that kind of cool? So have at it as Joe. She may have had to step away. Depends on what Nova's doing. Nova is her bird. Well, he's not just a bird. He's a macaw. He's gorgeous. He's a blue and gold macaw. So, and my anniversary is coming up. Oh, you're welcome. My anniversary is coming up for YouTube. My 1-year anniversary on May the 15th. Which, let's see, May the 12th is Mother's Day, 13th. That's going to be on a Wednesday. So we'll probably celebrate it that Tuesday. Or instead of me and Joe going live on my channel, on our channel that day, me and Joe can discuss it. We'll come back here. And she's a Joe. I know, that's so funny. She's also a Joe P. So Joe and I can work that out, what we're going to do to celebrate, and when it's going to be celebrated. We still have a little bit of time. But there's going to be some giveaways and some celebration and some fun. And the last time we celebrated something on my channel, we played that game. Do y'all remember we played the game? And so we'll have a lot of fun. We will have a lot of fun. But I'm trying to grow my channel back. I want to get it to 1,000. I hope it doesn't take a year to get the other 500 that it's taken me to get almost to 500. But it should happen. Oh, Susan, you may not have been for that last one. We played a game and it was an easy game. If you've been watching my videos and you've been on my channel, it was questions like, how many dogs do I have? What is one of their names? What's the one thing I forget to do all the time when I make a journal? What are my favorite colors to work with? Things like that. So there was, really, if you watch, some of them were, we had gimmies. We had, what's the one thing you would like to see me do? As long as you answered the question, you got the point. Stuff like that. So we can do something like that again. We have a Joanna. Oh, cool. Joe P, do you mind if we call you Joanna? So we can keep you two separate? Thank you, Joe P. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And so I can come up with something like that again, some other questions. Between now and the 12th, I could write down questions, and then on the live videos for the next week to week and a half before that happens, kind of have the answers like intermingled throughout the videos. Does that make sense? Okay, you really do go by Joe? Okay. So y'all are going to need to, like, this could possibly be the answer to a question. I have finally defined what my style is. My style is vintage, Victorian, shabby chic. So something you all haven't seen yet that kind of will show exactly what I'm talking about. It's finished and I need to get the walkthrough done. I'm horrible at doing walkthroughs. This is an altered box. It will, once I get the walkthrough done, it's going to go into Zibbet. But this is what my style is. This is what I call shabby chic, or vintage Victorian shabby chic. Now, the cool thing is when you open the box, and it's got a little handle, inside of it is a journal, one of the minis. And this is a kit by, oh my goodness, I'm not going to remember her name now. I'll remember it for the video when I do the walkthrough. But it's a full-fledged, complete mini journal. Pockets, tucks, hidden spots, everything. And it fits perfectly into this cigar box. So this is what I call vintage Victorian shabby chic. And that needs to have a walkthrough so I can get it in the Zibbet store. Thank you, Joe P. I just haven't got the walkthrough done on it yet. I have like the Hummingbird Journal, that walkthrough. There's more. There's got to be more than 2 walkthroughs I have to do. A walkthrough for a commissioned item. I know. So I know there's 3 walkthroughs I have to do. Plus, I have paper that I need to get loaded. Hello, Nova. Hello, hi. I have paper that I need to get loaded in the Zibbet store, digitals, but I need to do the walkthrough of the digitals. And I've been working on making sure they print out correctly. Because there's nothing more frustrating than when you get a digital and you download it and you go to print it and it doesn't print how you expect it to print. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Oh, thank you, Joe. That's so sweet. Yeah, Joe, I know, because he can hear me and I'm not talking to him. Because Joe and I talk every day, so nobody hears me and I talk to him. So when I'm live, he can hear me and he sees me on her TV, but I'm not talking to him because I don't see him. And then he gets mad. He's like a 3-year-old. But when I get a digital and it says it's going to print 8.5 by 11, you know, some people will tell you that it's going to have a border on it. If you don't want it to have the border, print it borderless. But when you go to print it and then it cuts off the edge of the page or something weird happens and it's not your printer, it's something in the file or something, there's nothing that's more frustrating than you purchase this digital and you want it to print how it's supposed to print. So I'm working on making sure that any digitals I put up, if they show full size on the screen, I'm printing them first to check them. And if they don't print right, I'm going back and re-editing and making sure that they do print correctly. So it's taken me a little bit longer to get my digitals up for that reason, because I want them to print for anybody the correct way. But I have several digital kits that need to go up. And Deborah, how are you? And also, I'm going to ask you a double question. Have you been working on anything interesting? Oh, wow, Joe. Joe's been taking black lace appliques off the dress. So I think with the channel changes coming up and going live more often, having a plan, especially the series, I think we're going to all have fun with that. Oh, wow, Deborah. That sounds fun. Yeah, we had storms early this morning. I'm hoping they're over with for today. I really am. Oh, excuse me. Deborah, we finished this one today, the one we had been working on. We got it finished. And then starting on Monday, I'm going to be going live at 10 o'clock in the morning Central Time or Eastern Time, 9 Central. And we're going to be doing what did I call it? See, I have it written down. A to Z embellishments and ephemera. And oh, thank you. That's made from my painty papers. When I was doing the flock swap last year, I made a bunch of painty papers. They've been sitting in a bin, not doing anything. So this is just a collage of painty papers and napkins. And then we fixed the closure today. Made out of some of that same painty papers and napkins. And this is a complete, Deborah, you were here when we were working on this. The complete junk journal that's nothing but coffee dyed paper, matte papers, nothing printed because I use a lot of kits. Oh, thank you. But the ephemera, the A to Z ephemera, the A to Z embellishments and ephemera is going to cover all kind of things. It's going to also cover topics. One of the ones that I know is going to be a discussion is going to be, where did it go? Well, what did I write it on? Underlayments for you, your underlayments. So that's going to be more of a discussion topic than anything. Whether it be double-sided tape, tacky glue, Elmer's glue, decoupage, what underlayment do you use? Why do you use it, or why do I use it? Which ones do I choose and why, basically? So that's just going to be a discussion. And anybody can join in. I'm willing to have people on the panel with me at any time to help. So, and I'm just going to flip through here real quick for Deborah. She was here for most of this, I think, but now it's finished. I haven't made a complete junk journal in a minute, but this cover is going to become one so that we have a place to put our A to Z embellishments as I make them. That's going to be an interesting book when it's done. But it'll be like that idea book we talked about. Right, Deborah. That's me. See, I used a printed, like I'll buy a printed kit because, what do you call them? DigiKits. Because you can use them over and over. A lot of the images in digital kits, especially the ephemera that they put in there, that can be printed and used in, like I try to pick ones that have ephemera that can be used in more than one journal. But I limited myself to here to magazine images, the Tim Holtz people, stuff that was in my stash kind of that I need to use. Bye, Joe P. You have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you Monday. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, cool. Hang on. Let's see. Did it come through? Well, if it didn't come that way, I can do it this way. They changed Facebook again. There it is, Susan. Okay, great. So now you are in the group, and I post in the group live. I always post it in that group as well as in many other places. And we don't do swaps or anything in that group. That's just a place. And if you go live, you can post in there as well that you're going live. Oh, cool, Deborah. I can't wait to see it. I really can't. That's going to be awesome. So this one is a total junk journal. I've made more coffee dyed paper that I can put as a signature in that cover I just showed so that I will have a place to build things. Like Monday, we're doing album ideas for journals. So that would be kind of cool, but I have to have a place to put them. So and another little flippy out. Did I miss a flip out? Nope, not yet. And my journals, even though this is a complete junk journal, this thing got fluffy. I just make fluffy puffies. That's all there is to it. I don't know nothing else. Fluffy puffies. Because remember, we had the little fold-over flap. That fold-over flap didn't work, which is why we modified it to this. But I like it. And I like that this one has no lace in it or anything. It's kind of just plain. So there, I might be able to put some ideas in here as well. So that was really it. We finished this up today. We went over the new channel things. We went over what we're going to be doing for now is the A to Z embellishments and ephemera. starting with album ideas we can use in our junk journals or our journals. And then we have the anniversary bash celebration thing coming up on the 12th, or no, the 15th, 14th or 15th. I'll announce that closer to time. Oh, you spray yours, Deborah? Yeah, I cook mine, and it really is an all day process because I only have 2 racks in my oven, and each rack will only hold 2 cookie sheets. My cookie sheets will each only hold 1 sheet of paper, and I don't like to layer it. I don't like how that looks when they come out, so I don't layer. I can only do 4 sheets every 20 minutes, so I can make 12 sheets of paper in an hour. But if you're talking like I coffee dye 80 and 90 sheets at a time, it's all day. Oh, you didn't get a notification, Deborah? See, I am so sorry about that. YouTube is horrible. If you want to make sure you get the notifications, Deborah, most people say ring the bell. I think YouTube unsubscribes us or unrings bells all the time. The best way is join my group. We don't do anything in the group. If you want to post your work, you post your work. If you're going live or you put up a video, you can post it in there so we can all go watch it. I always post when I'm going live in my group, and there's a link below. Yeah, I mainly do mine in the oven. But if I'm doing 90 pages, it's taken me before. I mean, you figure I can only do 12 pages in an hour. And in 7 hours, what is that, 80 pages roughly? Yeah, it's 84 pages. So it's all day. And that's a day when I might be fussy cutting because you can put that down and run, get your paper out of the oven so you don't burn it up. And put more paper in, that kind of thing. So I always find something I can do crafty wise while I'm cooking paper. Hi, Patty Wilburn. How are you? I am feeling better. Thank you so much for asking. I had my headache for 4 days. It started Sunday and it didn't go away till sometime Thursday. It was horrible. And I think it was allergy related. At this point in time, I'm thinking it was more allergy related than anything because I kept sneezing too, and then I was coughing. But the headache, 4 days of the head. See, and I just thought it was, at first I thought it was a normal migraine because it just stayed and stayed. I didn't watch any YouTube or anything. I just kind of stayed in the dark. And then when I woke up with that same headache, I went to bed with it and woke up with it Monday. I thought for sure, because I have migraines that'll last for days like that. But then when I started the sneezing and the coughing, I'm like, okay, maybe it's allergies or something. But thank you so much for coming, Patty. We were discussing channel changes. I'm going to post those in my group. I am too. I'm glad it finally went away. I will post the channel changes in my group. We're going to be going live starting Monday at 10 o'clock Eastern time, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I won't be live on the weekends. It seems like everybody wants to do sales on the weekends, and I keep going up against sales. So I'm going to try the Monday through Friday. Well, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday, Joe and I will be on our channel. The coffee crafting and chatting channel on Wednesdays at 11 Eastern. So I'll be live on some channel every day during the week. And starting Monday, we're going to start a new series, A to Z, embellishments and ephemera. And A is album ideas to use in our journals. Oh, cool, Patty. I'm so glad. So I'm going to go on and get off of here. Hubby is going to take me today to go to, y'all, and y'all know, those of you who watch me, I never, ever, ever get to do this. we're going to go to Michael's and get a few things because I'm on my last bottle of Glossy Accents. I need a bone folder really, really bad. I got to go by Dollar Tree and get some more tacky glue because I only have, one more bottle of tacky glue left. So it's just like odds and ends stuff that I need. And, oh, you're in the group, Deborah, and it didn't give you the notification? Because I put it in the group. Oh, wow, Tina, I like Dollar Tree, but ours in town doesn't have anything. To get the good stuff, we have to drive like 30 minutes. But we're already driving 30 minutes, and I want to go to Tuesday morning. Somebody had butterfly paper that they picked up at Tuesday morning, and it was like a 48 sheet pad for like cheap. So I'm just going to go check our Tuesday morning. I haven't been to Tuesday morning in a year. I haven't been to a Michael's in probably just as long. So hubby's going to take me shopping. Yeah, you get this bottle, which is 3 ounces for $1. So I go and I usually get, and they also have, if you want to try the Mod Podge, the real Mod Podge, they also have little bottles like this of Mod Podge at some of the Dollar Trees. Yeah, Patty, I don't get to do it often. As y'all know, there's not any haul videos on my channel because, well, there was one about a year ago. Right after I got started doing paper crafting, we went to a thrift store and I got a few books, some marbles to do marble painting with that I've never done yet. That's an idea. And I don't know what else. A lace top. And that's pretty much about all I got at that thrift store. Oh, these placemats to craft on. Oh, you bought 2, Deborah? Yeah. So I just need to go get some odds and end things. And I don't want to pay shipping because if you order from Michael's or Hobby Lobby, let's say you need to get the bone folder, for example. You can get a bone folder for like $6, but they always charge you a minimum of $6 shipping. I hate to pay $6 shipping on a $6 item. It's crazy. Thank you, Patricia. So I would rather go to the store. So we're going to go shopping. So there may not be a true haul video, but I can show y'all what I got on Monday. Which won't be a lot, I can assure you. Just the odds and end things. And I ran out of red line tape. And I know I got my red line tape a year ago at Tuesday morning. So I'm out. So I thought I would see if they had any more while we're there. Because I don't know if they still have it. So that's it, guys. And I'm going to get off of here, get ready to go shopping with hubby. Then I got to come home and make dinner. But I will see you all on Monday morning at 10 o'clock Eastern time. And I hope everybody has a great rest of your weekend. And thank y'all so much for coming. Bye.